My friend is King Gabriel again here, and I'm out in the outdoors today. See the stream running right here, right? We're out here for a specific purpose today. Impromptu video today is about empaths, right? And an empath is a person who basically, well, at least the definition of it nowadays is someone who picks up on other people's vibrations, other emotions, and that sort of stuff, right? Someone who is more on the feeling side of things. And I wanted to address this in a specific way today because I want the end result of this to be that everybody's empowered around the situation and we can actually help each other instead of separating based on the fact that some people supposedly feel more than others and all of that, right? So here's the clarity on it. Most empaths nowadays talk about the fact that they pick up on other people's emotions and their negativity, and then they have to deal with it, who's in heartache and all of that stuff, and they feel into that, right? Now, it's clear that that can happen in consciousness because there is always a conscious transfer, right, of energy from one to another. That is possible, right? And that's just how the environment is, right? In terms of the magnetic sharing that I was talking about earlier, right? The magnetic pulses can pass from one to another, and the way that it's passed is sometimes through things like you'll hear somebody take a deep breath and sigh like and that sort of stuff. And it's not anything that's said verbally most of the times. It's just that expression, that sigh, that feeling, that vibration that sort of just lets you know, oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong. That's what happens. That something's wrong is the transfer that occurs, and it's sort of heavy. And sometimes a person may be talking to you and seeming to be really positive and uppity and smiley and everything like that, but underneath that, when you really feel, you can feel into the fact that there's a sadness, an underlying sadness there. And so it's really important for us to be able to recognize this, because just like these trees are out here and their roots are in the ground and they're pulling up water from the earth, we're just like that as an organism when you think about it, because we pick up on the energies that are around us as well, right, within that field. And by picking up on that magnetic pulse that I'm talking about, we have two choices then. We can either drop to that level, sink to that vibration, and give into it and be like, oh, everything's wrong, and get depressed and go down, or we can take that energy and recognize it's there and then transform it. We can transform it because our intention is always to be connected. And in our intention being connected or wanting to be connected, we can then have a new purpose, which is to lift this person up that is down, or to lift that vibration within ourselves then, because it's then within us. It came to us. So if it's within us, we can lift it up. And that's our power right there, through things like forgiveness, paying attention and blessing the individual that came to you that's in that bad state, because right then they're just lacking love. That's it. A lack of love can be treated by perfect love, bringing love to that person, joining with that person and combining in a way that allows them to see that things aren't bad, not believing any stories that they tell themselves about everything being all bad and life is this and all of that. Because usually when a person sighs like that, like continuously, the thought system that's running through them most of the times is something like, life is so hard, life sucks, things always go wrong, and they don't recognize it because it's so deep in the emotional level, right? It went already from the energetic or electric level of the brain straight down into the magnetic or vibrational level, and is now being let out as almost a purpose to prove that life is like that, right? So then when we connect to them there and we disprove that theory for them, we allow them to reassess it and connect to a new intention, which is to prove the thing that is actually showing itself to them despite their effort to go the other way. And so it's really important to see that. And things like energy cord cutting and all of that, it's time for us to forget all of that, right? We don't need to cut off from anybody, because if we cut off from anybody, it's ourselves we're cutting off from, right? It's only ourself that exists, right? So you can't cut off cords and all of that stuff. That's all. That's outdated stuff. To tell you the truth, that's outdated. That's really what it boils down to. We're at a whole different level of consciousness right now. We don't need to cut off anybody and lock anybody out of our lives. We need to bless them, bring them up, forgive them, allow them to see that there's connection and connectivity in everything, and we're meant to be connected because we can bless each other that way and continue to grow together in consciousness, and we are indeed walking each other home. right? So I came out in the forest to show you that today, and I hope you have an amazing day and stay blessed. Eternal love and infinite peace.